We're going to get a drink. Week 2, day 1, door hangers. Yeah. You can tell Rachel's looking very beautiful today. She brushed her hair because I put her on YouTube the last time.
That is not what it was. Wow. Lies.
I don't want to embarrass you too much. I'm just
You already have done that. It's already long gone. Long gone.
Alright, so we're gonna blast door hangers out. Not in the same neighborhood, pretty much the same neighborhood. We will, if we finish the neighborhood I'm wanting to do, we will go back and rerun that route. So we're gonna be doing door hangers for about 4 hours today. So not that much, just a short little run. It's Monday. We're getting a late start. It's almost 11 o'clock. That's alright. It's cold today. So right now, today is just getting our name out. If I don't get a whole lot of return today, I will not be surprised because it's cold. But the thing is, those door hangers, you're going to get a lot of people that throw them away right away and they're like, oh, it's cold, I don't need to worry about this right now. But then you have a lot of people where the weeds are already growing. They'll go, okay, I do need to get somebody over here. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be up into the 70s, and that's when I'll start getting calls off the hook. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are going to be advertising for us. And I will cram in 2 days of 20 lawns, whatever I got to do, to make 3 days of advertising. And that's kind of how I run it in the spring, is I do a bunch of lawns in one day so that I can advertise on other days of the week. Sounds about right? That's normally how I do it. I want to talk about employees with doing door hangers, and I'm going to bust that down with a little bit of a diagram, I think. So I guess check that out real fast. So this is you, and you're figuring out how to get out your door hangers. I have about 10,000 I want to get out this year, so that's me trying to figure out how to get 10,000. Let's just break that into chunks. I need to get out 2,000 door hangers. So 2,000, right? Now from that 2,000, I can get maybe 500 a day out. You know, that's 5 hours. The thing is, it's pretty physically tasking, so it kind of wipes you out. So 500 a day. So 500. It took me 4 days, okay? Day 1. It took me 4 days to get out that 2,000. Now during all that, I still have to work. So that's assuming I can get out that many in a full day. Or after I get the day's work done, or whatever it might be. Let's look at a different way of getting this out. Because if I was doing the full 10,000, that would take me 20 days. Now that doesn't seem bad at all, but to find 20 days in the season where you can actually dedicate this amount of time and not be so wiped out is a little ridiculous. So let's try a different method. There you are again. And you're thinking it out, and you're going, man, I know there's got to be a better way. So then you go, okay, I can get 500 out a day. How about if I get 4 employees? Some robots, right? You get some robots. So you are now managing these 4 people. And each one of these people get out. Each one of these people get out 500 door hangers. Now they did that in about 5 hours, but there's some inefficiencies, and say it took them 7 hours. Okay? And each one of these people costs you $10 an hour as an employee. So, $10 an hour. $40 an hour total. Okay? $40 an hour. Now, like I said, there's some inefficiencies.
Bye, Dad.
I love you. I'll see you soon.
Uh-huh.
You have fun?
I'm gonna be there for 1 hour.
Okay.
It's not long.
Well, you have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, baby.
There's a climbing area.
What? I'll see you soon.
See you, Dad.
Okay, so you got $40 an hour to run this. Now, like I said, there's some inefficiencies, so you're going to times that, jacking this up, 40 times 7 hours, okay? And that's the cost of your employees, all 4 of them, times 7 hours. It's going to take about 5 hours to bang these out, but there's going to be some inefficiencies. They're going to walk a little slower in the end of the day because they're getting tired. Their feet might have gotten wet. You're going to stop for lunch. They're going to have to go to the bathroom. There's going to be stuff that you're going to pay them for that's not actually getting door hangers out. Anyways, that equals a whopping $280. Okay? A big 280. Scratch that off because it's not looking good. $280 for the day to get 2,000 door hangers out. I don't know if you've looked into mailers, but this right here is way cheaper. Way cheaper. Okay? This is a very effective way of marketing. It gets on their door. They have to look at it, and it's just a good way of doing it. So at this point, you're not physically worn out, which allows you to go around and run the estimates, take the phone calls that are coming in, and handle all of that. Now, how are you going to have these guys pass out these door hangers efficiently so there's the least amount of downtime possible? Well, you give them a map. And so this map, you go over it and you go, okay, this is a starting point. This is where I'm going to set them at. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just walk it all the way through the neighborhood and make it to where they go the most efficient route, hitting the most amount of houses in the least amount of time. And then you work it out to where, oh, okay, they finish over here. I pick them up here. I take them to the next neighborhood and I reset them. So then you're worried about just picking them up and resetting them. You're not worried about, oh, I got to go back to the car. And you know, that's what's going to happen if you're out there doing it with them. They call you and, hey, we got lost. You got to go back to the car to reset them. Hey, I got to go to the bathroom. Whatever it might be, you got to walk all the way back, losing all that time that you could be passing them out, as well as the employee with you, as well as the other 2 people passing them out. So the most efficient way is for you to not be passing them out. Now, say you're getting the whopping 1%, right? Because that's what it is. Industry standards, normally the least amount you're going to get is 1% return rate. So what's 1% return rate off of 2,000 door hangers? Well, that's going to be about 20 phone calls. 20 calls. You're going to be busy. So I'm not saying that this is going to work perfect every time. And the amount of calls you get are going to go up with the amount of door hangers you get. It's a numbers game. This little guy can only pass out 500 door hangers. You got 4 of them passing them out, then you can get a lot more out. And you can be very efficient. But if it's just you, you're not going to be putting out the bulk amount of advertising that it takes to get the phone calls. It doesn't matter what type of advertising you're using. You need to get a bunch of numbers. You need to get a bulk amount of the advertising out. It's all a numbers game. The more times you're able to put your information in front of a potential client, the more phone calls you will legitimately get. You can hire family friends, people off of Facebook, you know, if you put an ad up for your business or whatever it might be. The thing is, there's people out there that are willing to do this and do it for $10 an hour as some side cash on Saturday, man. What I left out on that is that each phone call you get is obviously potentially worth however much your clientele average is for the year. So for me, just off of mowing, that's between $1,600 to $2,000, and that's all prorated by how much time is left in the season. So how many more cuts? The thing is, you want your phone ringing off the hook, because the thing is, if you get 5 calls, what are you going to put your price at versus if you get 20 calls? If you get 20 calls, then you're not too worried about if you lose 10 of them. If you get 20 calls and you lose 15 of them, are you hurting? No. But if you get 5 calls, and that's, you need those 5 customers, all you're getting, you have to charge in a way that you get all those customers. And that's what happens in the very beginning of your business, is that you are not skilled or proficient at any type of marketing or getting your name out there. And whatever work comes your way, you have to just take it. And you have to take it at what you can get it at. Now, as you grow and you get some more money for marketing and you get the confidence, you can say, okay, look, I'm going to blast these out. I'm going to get a bunch of calls and I'm going to say, this is my price. And you'll get work. Just come off confident and start positioning yourself as a better company. The thing is, just because you're out there doing it doesn't mean you deserve to make so much per lawn. What truly makes you worth that much per lawn is your communication and your ability to create a service that helps your client in a way that they're not having the headaches. If you're still giving a bunch of excuses, you're not going to be able to charge accordingly and keep that client at that price. They'll ditch you for somebody that's half the price if you cannot deliver on what you're saying as your value. You have to communicate with them and say, this is how we do it. Walk them through it. Just completely walk them through it. Show from the very beginning, I'm going to give you ease in this service. You're not going to have a headache. Look, I don't want you to have to call me and say, my grass is high. When are you going to be out here? I don't want you to have to call me and say, hey, what day are you showing up? I don't want you to have to call me for anything other than to say, dude, yard looks great. I'm loving it. Thank you so much. I just referred you to a friend. That's what you want. Start from the very beginning and get the customers you have to. And once you have those customers that are covering whatever bills you have, and you can actually get out there and market, pump your numbers up. So when you are marketing, just remember that at every stage of your business, there's a different level. Okay, as you get more proficient, you can charge more. And if it's your first year, your second year, start looking at what the other guys are doing that create such an awesome experience. Or you're going to know what's not an awesome experience for your client because they're going to be calling you. If you're getting a bunch of phone calls, it's nice if a customer gives you a phone call, by the way. If they're giving you a phone call, that means that they think you can do a better job and they believe in you that you can do a better job. So they're complaining to let you know, hey, I'm putting this off. I'm planting the seed that you can do better. I believe in you. So quit taking it as criticism and start taking it as a value to yourself, to your company, in a way that you can actually make your business better. They want to see you grow and be successful. Now, at some point in time, pricing might be an issue and you might outgrow them. That's okay. You can outgrow somebody. You don't have to have a bad relationship. So don't think of it like a high school breakup. If you happen to later on outgrow a client because the pricing's not right, that doesn't mean you can't still be on good terms. I still talk to a lot of my clientele from several years ago that by no means I would ever mow that yard for that price, or it was out of my route. I have some very good clients that unfortunately they were just out of my route. So by doing this with door hangers, business cards, I saw a guy the other day that was passing out business cards, and he's got the right idea. Canvass the area. Blast them to every house. I mean, don't get me wrong, there might be a house or two that you're like, I just don't want to do that. That's fine. But the thing is, they might own a commercial property that's close or something like that. They might have other rental houses. If it's a house up for sale, I always put one on the door. I don't really like getting calls from realtors because the thing is, generally I've noticed with realtors, they kind of want a price break. Hey, I'm a realtor. I've got some network value. I can bring you more money, more income to your business. The thing is, I don't want to do a bunch of low dollar business. I don't want to get a bunch of income coming in that's low dollars and no profit. I want to get a bunch of work that's high profit. Would you rather mow 1,000 lawns and, make whatever amount? Or would you rather mow 100 lawns and make the same amount? I'd rather mow 100 lawns. I'm down for that. Let me mow 100 lawns and deliver in other areas. Your business, your service does not just consist of how nice you lay stripes, how nice you lay an edge, how good you weed eat, how good you blow off. That's just one aspect. That's the production. Of course that's got to look good. But if everything else doesn't fall in line, you will never get premium prices. So start honing in. Listen. This year, listen to every complaint that comes your way. Listen to every positive remark. Double down on the positives. If a complaint comes in your way, strengthen that, hone in and go, okay, I'm going to make this better. For me, I'm utilizing Yardbook more and more. I'm sending out estimates. I'm messaging through email, which is something I never wanted to do. But now if they come to me with an estimate, I say, hey, I need your email address because I'm going to send you an estimate through email. I want to communicate with them. And that's another form of presentation. I'll get into more about the actual marketing I'm doing, but right now we're blasting out door hangers. I've got some awesome packages we're using for 5-arounds this year. Yeah, I'm not just throwing the actual door hanger that I have for everybody else. So I canvas the area. I'm going to throw out this special package as a 5-around. I'm going to come back through and I'm going to knock on those doors. I've got a follow-up door hanger that gets put behind those packages. Like, I market in multiple ways. You really want to just shine out and hone in on the fact that I don't want to be the cheap guy. If you don't want to compete with the $20 lawn, the $30 lawn guys that are, you know they're going out of business, it's only a matter of time. If you're in that scenario, dude, I feel for you. I've been there. I've been there. I'm not just bashing you. I've been there. If you don't change, you will go out of business because you can't fix your equipment when it breaks down. You'll never be able to afford new equipment. You'll never be able to afford a new truck. You'll never be able to pay your bills. You'll pay a few bills here and there, but you're only one breakdown away from your company dying. So change it as quickly as possible. You don't want to compete with those people though? All you got to do is make your presentation 10 times better. We just got done. We banged out 2 smaller neighborhoods, probably right around 500 door hangers.
It's 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock, and what time did we start?
11.
About 11. So it's ice cream time.
It's good.
Is it good? It's good?
It's refreshing.
That is a
Yes,
shitty
like
part
your
of the beard. It's all over you.
I thought you said they were flavored. It was a flavor saver.
That's only when it's pussy.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Yes, you are. Inappropriate. Or I mean, upward.
Well, I got brain freeze and that sucks.
From ice cream, you got a brain freeze.
Yeah.
You unlucky guy.
Alright, so at this point we're gonna go pick up our daughter. We're gonna get back to it tomorrow. We've got more to pass out. So we're right around. That puts us at about 900 door hangers for the year. Really odd because normally I would have about that many already passed out a month ago. So a little bit different for me this year. It was a slow start with the season breaking.
Not having employees.
Yeah,
So
not
now
having
you've got
employees
2
to do it.
employees that are
Yeah.
doing it with you.
So I'm not really worried. We're gonna get the 10,000 out that we have, and the thing is, like, I'm just gonna keep banging them out. And if I fill up my schedule, then that's good. I'll keep banging them out, and if I gotta hire an employee, that's fine. But only taking on work at a premium. So pass out way more than what we normally do. Then I'll get some more. We're gonna have to order some more anyways, but I got a few tactics that I'm wanting to do, and I'll talk about that in the door hanger design video. But I've got a few advertising tactics that I'd like to take care of, or that I would like to use for a new approach to make them more effective. And I think it'll do pretty good. So we'll see.
Here's a glitter ball. Is it bouncy? It is in it like that.
It's bouncy.
This whole area to be seen.
I'm just going to